On this episode of HPU News, we introduce one student who has taken on more responsibility than most.
And we hear from some students who prioritize service before fun. HPU News starts now.
Welcome to the second episode of HPU News. I'm Jennifer Pascal.
And I'm Scott Hardesty. Here are today's top stories. There are many students on campus who illegally have dogs, cats, and other animals in their dorms. Most of them don't consider the time, love, and money most pets consume. One student, however, has come up with a way to lessen the weight of this responsibility. Sophomore Justin Lerner fosters dogs for only a few months at a time, making pet owning a much more manageable task.
Hello, I'm Kayla Berry, and today we are focusing on one extraordinary High Point student who has decided to go out of his way and foster a puppy. Let's meet Justin and Tootsie. Tootsie is a 5-month-old dog that Justin has had for only 3 weeks. He took her in as a foster puppy from a battered home.
I decided to foster, well, this is my third foster dog. My first two were about a year old, and this is my third one. She's a puppy, she's 5 months old. And I decided to foster puppies because I just kind of wanted to give back to animals. I love animals, grew up with cats my entire life, which is weird that now I foster dogs because I've never been a dog person until now. Absolutely love dogs. And I just wanted to give back and help them. The whole part of fostering is so they get used to being around people, being in a house, knowing what to do. So by doing that, I'm giving back to the dog and hopefully finding their forever home.
Justin partners with a nonprofit organization in the Triad called Forever Friends, which aims to find these puppies a safer and better home.
Fostering for me is basically I just take care of the dog as if it's a normal dog. I mean, with an older dog, it's a lot easier. Like my other two, they're better at potty training and not going in the house and just daily activities of interacting with different people. Some of them are different. One dog I had is named Truffles. She was about 1.5 years old. She was a mix between a husky and a terrier, I think. She was adorable. I loved her. If I could, I would have adopted her, but I'm just not in the situation where I could. But for her, she was not used to men, so I had to introduce her to more guys and get her used to it. It's different with each dog. I mean, some I have to introduce to different races,
The process of fostering a dog while being a full-time student is no easy task, but Justin loves his job and has learned a lot throughout.
The woman I help, Rhonda Bowers, she's amazing. Probably one of my idols. She just helps me to help the dogs, and she gives everything to this organization. I mean, she has a full-time job and she does this, so she's awesome.
Thank you for all that you do, Justin. Your dedication to providing a home for these adorable puppies does not go unnoticed. For HPU News, I'm Kayla Berry.
Aw, what a cute puppy. I didn't even know you could foster dogs.
I know, but it must be so hard to see them go once they're adopted.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, how could you not fall in love with them after spending so much time with them? With spring break coming up, everyone's excited to spend their week relaxing at the beach and binge watching Netflix. However, a handful of students have decided to do something more meaningful with their time off. Alpha Phi Omega, High Point's co-ed service fraternity, gave their members an option to travel to Los Angeles to work with Habitat for Humanity. Let's take a closer look.
Students are closing the book on the first half of spring semester and are packing their things for spring break, whether it be in their homes, at the beach, or for some High Point students in sunny Los Angeles. Alpha Phi Omega is High Point University's only co-ed service fraternity, and they like to spend their spring break giving back to others. Here in Congdon Hall, we find the APO fraternity having their last meeting before a select group of members travel all the way across the country for a charitable cause. APO's alternative spring break trip to Los Angeles isn't just for fun. Chairman of the spring break trip, Tori Cassidy, says it's all about serving those less fortunate than us.
I think the biggest part and most important thing about the service trip is just giving back. I think it's so important for college students to just volunteer and to give their time and to help others, because we're so lucky and blessed to be able to get an education and to go to school, and some people aren't nearly as blessed as us. So I think it's so important for us to be able to give back our time.
For seniors like Tori, this will be her last chance to have a fun trip cross-country with her fraternity brothers while still getting to serve others in need.
It's kind of my last time to have a large week off where I can work with volunteer programs like Habitat for Humanity, and it's going to be the last time where I get to go on a big group trip with my brothers. So it's definitely going to be unforgettable, and I really can't wait for it.
Whether you're at home this spring break or out of town, keep in mind what you can do to make a difference. This is Jocelyn Ganser reporting for HPU News.
What a great way to spend your spring break.
Yeah, seriously. And you don't have to be a member of APO to go on a service trip during fall and spring break. HPU also offers alternative break trips each semester that are open to anyone in the student body.
Now see, I didn't know that, and
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to look into that next fall. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of HPU News. I'm Scott Hardesty.
And I'm Jennifer Pascal. Remember to join us in 2 weeks for the top stories happening on HPU's campus. Until then, have a great spring break, High Point.
See you next time.